Hello, my name is Mike Rizze, and today, for some of my friends and family, I'm going to be showing them how to use the recording interface, the Scarlet. I have an 18i20, but they'll probably be using the Scarlet Solo. I'm going to go over Ableton Live, and this video is for my brother Matt, my friends Manuel, Andy, Dave, Ron, and Dane, my nephew. So anyway, what this is just a basic tutorial about how to open the program, plug it into the USB, and just some basic recording techniques. I'm going to go over some stuff like how to add reverb, how to record and figure out what channel to record to what track, and things like amp simulators. Anyway, I hope this helps. And that way I can kind of teach all of you at the same time. Keep in mind, I am a beginner at this, and I've only owned this program for maybe a couple of years now, and I still have a lot to learn. I am not an expert in this field, but what I can do is show my friends some basics about how to open up programs and show you all the basics of things. Thank you. All right, guys, we are going to start at the very beginning. So I've already attached this. This is my interface. I've already attached it to the USB here, okay? Now, I'm not going to turn it on yet, but what I am going to do is going to go to Ableton Lite Live. And I'm going to get that started. Okay, now, I'm pretending that we're hooking up for the first time, okay? So, see how it's got a big orange down here? It says the audio engine is off. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, so let's pretend this is the first time that you are hooking it up. All right, well, I'm going to bring you down here a little bit. There we are. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go over to here, options, and then go down here to preferences. Can you see that? All right. Now I'm going to turn this unit on. Okay, and as you can see, it's locked and it's got the USB sign. So that means that is connected to the computer. Now, here, what you want is your stuff will probably say no audio or MMR or whatever. You want to go, I'm going to switch back to the other monitor real quick so maybe you can see a little bit better. Okay, here we go. Okay, we want it to be on ASIO like that. And see how it says no device? We want to change that to Focusrite USB ASIO. I hope I'm saying that right. There it goes. Anyway, the bit rate should be set. It should be fine. All right, so now we're going to click out of that. All right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you around. If you want to energize this track, and I mean like start recording on it, press this red right there. Now it will record. It'll record anything that is put onto track 1. Now I'm going to switch over. Now look at this here. See this right here? Okay, this means that these potentiometers is what they call those. These slide faders are here. If you want a different view of these tracks 1 through 8, come up here and switch it to this view here. Now see how it says it's in is track 1 or input 1. Okay, you can change that. You can do, say, number 2 or whatever. This one actually has 8 inputs, but we're just going to work with 1 right now. Okay. All right. Now you are set to record. Leave it on auto. Now, so far, let's cover it. Okay, we have gone to options. Then we went to the drop down and saw preferences. And we switched this over to ASIO. Now, we're basically ready to record. So what I want to do next is I'm going to shut this off for a second, and then I'm going to set up my guitar, and I'm going to plug it in, show you how to get a little noise out of this thing, and then I'm going to show you how to do some amp simulators and some, reverb, that kind of stuff. Okay, now, I've plugged my guitar into input 1. Now, right now, there's no distortion or anything on it, but I've got it set to record, and I've got it on input 1 on the other screen. You know how you go between these two right here? Okay. All right, now. Okay, so I'm just going to do some very basic stuff, okay, because I'm trying to play guitar and hold the phone. Anyway, so, all right, but there's no distortion on it. Okay, so what do we do? All right, this is where I'm going to move you up here a bit. Okay. We're going to go to audio effects, utilities. And I believe it's in utility. There we are. Let's see. No, wrong one. Audio effect rack. There it is. Amp simulation. That's the one you want. Now, see, these are all amplifiers. See, you got clean guitar, you got dreamy, you got scream dream. That was not bad. Let's see. Thick trick's pretty good. Anyway, it just basic heavy guitar is pretty good. So we'll pick the second one just for grins. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Watch this. I'm going to drag it over to here. Okay? Now we have an amp. See? You got your gain, your bass, your middle. Turn the middle up a little bit. Why not? Treble, that kind of stuff. And you have different effects. So you got your gate over here, that kind of stuff. So now, can you hear that? Let's try a different effect. Let's get this one out of here. We'll go cut. Okay, now it's gone. And you can combine effects too. Okay, so let's just say you want some reverb or something. We got some reverb. Let's see, we'll do like a hall. Okay, cathedral. I'll put that on there just for fun. Okay, now I got something going on here. You got all kinds of different adjustments in dry and wet, that kind of thing. So we'll do that, and then we'll do some distortion on top of it. So that's in utilities. Sorry. That's in utilities, amp simulation, and what do you want to try? Let's see. Let's try a thick trick. That one's pretty good. All right, now we have echo. Make it a little less wet, and we should have all kinds of cool sound now. Now see that? Okay, that is distortion and echo. So you get the picture. You can put different things onto your tracks. All right, next I'm going to show you how to do a MIDI track and turn your keyboard into a keyboard that makes music. All right. All right, now I want you to pay attention to this. First of all, we want to add a MIDI track. MIDI that's where you have access to the instruments that are built into this thing. All right, so I'm going to right click, insert a MIDI track. There we are. So there's MIDI. Now, see this keyboard button right here? If you have that clicked on, see how it's highlighted? Excuse me. That means that your keys, your actual keys on there, like the middle section, can turn into musical instruments. all kinds of cool stuff, bells, you name it. Anyway, so let's go back up here and let's see what we got. We have instruments here, okay? I have a drum rack. We'll cover drum programming at another time. There's actually way better videos than I will ever have for drum programming, but let's see what we got here. And drum rack impulse. There we go. Okay, so this is all drum stuff right here. And there's grooves and samples. I don't really use those, but you might. Let's see here. Sounds. Okay, there we are. Brass, effects, guitar, mallets, percussion, piano and keys, synth keys. That looks like fun. Okay, so let's just take one of these here, like, let's see, Abyss keys. I don't even know what this sounds like. Okay, so that gives you a little sample right there. Tells you what it sounds like. If you unclick this thing there, it'll stop doing that. All right, so that's what that one sounds like. Let's put it back on again. That's pretty cool. All right. So we'll use that one. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to drag it over to here. See right there? Okay, so now this is set to record. So now I should be able to press on the keys. So that is, sorry about the drop, that is here. So I'm just, I'm getting half steps. So pretty good stuff. So now, let's just say you wanted to record something. Okay, we'll just record like some little keyboardy something or other. Okay, you come up here to the top. All right, now we're just going to record something very, very basic. All right, we'll hit the record button. And it gives me a click track count. So now I can go. Okay, I'll just record that. Now, just for fun, let's just put some effects on it. We'll go over here to audio effects. Okay. And we're gonna go, let's see, what do we got? We'll do some reverb on it. Let's do like large, let's see, medium, let's say medium hall. How about that? Put that there. Okay, so now I have the MIDI effect and I have some reverb on it. So let's just see what that sounds like. So if you want to play it back, hit the stop button, takes you back to 0, and hit play. Now I'm going to switch over to the other view. All right, there it goes. And of course, you can take the effect off if you want to. Now, I'm going to show you what that MIDI looks like. Switch over to this view here. We're going to go to the long view. Okay, see right there? That's what the keys look like on the emulation. All right, so I'm going to play it back. It starts there, and then I waited for a second, and then it goes like that. It goes boop, boop. And you just continue the process. So we did some track 1, some track 8. You can pick. If you want it to be MIDI, you have to make it a MIDI track. If you want it to be an audio track, it has to say audio. So that's audio. That's analog room, but this is a MIDI track because I made it a MIDI track. And that's all I got for you guys for right now. So let's recap a little bit. I showed you how to start. Plug it in USB, how to change it on the options. Don't forget about the options tab, okay? It's like, why am I not getting any audio? Because the options tab. So you go down to here, I'll show you again, Go to Preferences. Okay. And of course it has to be on ASIO, Focusrite USB. Change it to ASIO, and if it says no device, then make sure your stuff's plugged in and turned on. And after that, you should be ready to rock, literally. And this would allow us, if we wanted to, for me to mail you. Say I mailed you that track, and then you wanted to put it on something. Or I cut you a guitar track or a bass track of some kind. You could lay another track over it. So, like if you wanted to go at the same time. Let's just do that real quick. All right, so I'll go here. Turn that back up again. All right, so we'll just put it on there, just another track. All right, so then when I play it back, now we got two tracks. And so on. So that's how I've been doing it. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Hopefully this helps. Thank you again.